Hello, welcome back. Let's see how far we can go today. Edgar, have you learned out of notes? Fascinating, precisely the sort of information I was hoping to hear. In fact, if you have a moment, I would like to borrow your eyes to confirm a theory I've been working on. Come. Ether currents. Okay, we have one on foot, 3 more quests. I ain't going that far. And again, we probably could get it on land. Now there are 2 tasks I would have you perform. The first requires you to inspect the building with surrounding Yondu settlement and note their most distinctive characteristics. For the second, I wish you to use the snipe to take scrapings from one of the remnant walls. Try to be as thorough as you can. I shall be waiting here for the results of your investigation. Just breaks the knife on it. I only know how to stab things, not scrape. Do I look like a vampire? I don't scrape. The fuck? Adorable. The cloud larvae floats aimlessly, a forlorn creature on its face. It seems harmless enough. There's a shoe bill here at the bottom of the ocean for some reason. The tall, slender tower features many elaborate windows, the look of which you have seen nowhere else. Mithril Knight, a short, sturdy blade made of hammered mithril. You set the point of the knife against the wall, but even after applying considerable pressure, you cannot remove so much as a flake of stone. But you did remove a flake of the knife. With using the stone. What have you discovered? Yes, I would agree that the windows are most distinctive. To seem the structures appear the same to both your sight and mine. And you say you could not so much as scratch the wall, even with all your might behind the blade? Edgar, everywhere I turn in this place, my gaze is drawn by particular materials for which I do not have a name. The building I had you investigate is a prime example, are prime examples. They may appear to be constructed of ordinary stone, but I assure you it is nothing of the sort. If pressed, I would describe the substance as composed of several materials properties, blended to create a material of unparalleled durability. Even the Ronkan Empire, once the greatest power in Norvrent, produced nothing which compared to this level of perfection. But if not the Ronkans, then who? Who were the ancients that Ondu claim as the architects of their sanctuary? I suspect our answers lie with the reason M itself withdrew here to the Tempest. You may simply have wished to retreat somewhere where mere mortals would struggle to reach, but there are many such remote locations. Why here specifically? Emisok is devoted to his role, and thus we might assume his choice of strongholds somewhere serves the Ascian agenda. Or mayhap is a place more dear to him than any other. Saying this was built by ancient Ascians, could this place prove right? That is my theory, and these structures are remnants of the time before history of a star that was yet whole and unbroken. Such traces in the source would have been obliterated by the successions of umbral calamities, but here in the fourth, they might have remained untouched for millennia. A copy of the mural and Rtana Ravel Almet presented it to me during my visit to Fanau after our victory in Kusuria. Here's the first scene by Emmett Silk's own words. It depicts a city of eons past and the disaster which befell it. The design is much simplified, of course, but do you see the similarities between its towers and those you have just inspected? We are close to the truth, I feel. Let us search the surrounds for another tower, one which matches the picture, near enough to remove all doubt. From what I have seen, not more than sand, and more sand lies to the east, and the south held no structures. I suggest we try our luck further to the northwest. West directions will not be displayed on the map. You must search for the structure which resembles the buildings and the murals and inspect it from the survey point. The survey point will be found nearby in a location which allows a full view of the structure. Well, we already found the M. It's the Walls of the Forgotten. I was just trying to find the survey point, that's going to be the problem. Oh, it's right there, right by the lantern. This is the mural writ large. Though I cannot guess at its purpose, it must have been an imposing sight. How much of the tower's weight lies hidden beneath the ground, I wonder. Centuries of our history have settled up upon such ruins. Countless layers of dust and sediments. An entire civilization is its existence forgotten by all except a handful of Ascians. And yet it did exist. They lived here in this city. But let us focus on what we've learned thus far. The Ondu chief spoke of mystery stirring of a land illuminated. Judged by his words, he believes this phenomenon relates to the ancients' return. Thus can we surmise that what the Ondu saw shining in the abyss was, in all likelihood, yet another remnant of this age-old civilization. And who else would light the lanterns, as Ryan put it? The Emmett Selk himself? This almost certain he is there. But if we are to find the stronghold in this timely manner, we seem gaining the Ondu trust remains our highest path forward. I only hope our deeds are enough to win them over. Thank you for assisting me with my investigation. I shall seek out our companions and share what we have learned. Much as I would like to tell you to sit down and leave the rest to us, your condition demands that we make all reasonable haste. If you are not too weary, it may be useful to speak with Sa'un again and ask if there is aught else he is willing to divulge. Yes, but... Wrong! West. Let's see how far west we can go. More south and more west, but it doesn't appear we have a way to get there. Probably need to go the other path. Or maybe just through here. Nope. So let's just teleport back. Afnos friend, you and your companions have done much to repair the damage caused when the waters parted. Anything else you can do? Have you been to the walls of the Forgotten? Remnants to the southwest, yes. You visited them unburdened. Could it be that your first footsteps were guided by the ancients? I believe it may be so. Listen then, and I will tell you of our plans to bring light to the walls, that we might answer the shining call of the illuminated land. We have requested a finless craftsman to shape for us a sacred lamp. He is odd for a land dweller, choosing as he does to live in the ocean, but his skills is beyond question. It is concerning, however, that we have heard nothing of his progress. If you revisit this artisan, return with our long-awaited light, then any doubt as to your purpose would be laid to rest. His name is Grenold. You will find his workshop in the middle structure to the south. Okay. Looks more like crystal. I guess it's crystal and metal. it rock. It's made out of earthen material. Kinda looks like, glass blower. Oh. I wonder how he reacted when, there was no longer light coming down this tube. Oh, that's just great, that is. Me mind's playing tricks on me. Look out, someone's come to visit ye at the bottom of the bleeding ocean. Or might be it ye a ghost, eh? Come on, Fellshade, feast yourself on me rotten soul. I've got no use for it. The craftsman who can't craft is more pointless than a sea slug with a dome and hammer. And that's an insult to the bloody sea slug. Psych him up. Grab head, bash against crate. They're psych enough for ya. Ah, you want to be trying to raise me spirits now, would ye, spirit? Now, what do ye expect from a servant of the netherworld? The thing is, when I, did this quest, I didn't recognize what he looked like. For the longest time, I thought, I forgot what I thought about. But I did not put two and two together when I first met him. I know I would, wonder how you bloody found me. This here meant to be my underwater sanctuary, a place where I can give myself over to me work, far from the distractions of the outside world. And yet here ye stand. Now what's so damned important that you dive all the way down here at the bottom of the bleeding tempest to bother me? Oh, the Yondu's lamp. God curse me, empty head. I've not so much as made a start. I'm worthless then, a sea slug. Nay, the slime left by the sea slug. Me delivery date long past. Your worship is untouched. And I can't call myself a bleeding artisan. You've heard their beliefs, have ye? Bringing light to the ruins be an act of deep religious and cultural significance. And it will be my privilege as a craftsman to be tasked with providing a ritual instrument worthy of the occasion. Yet I just can't bloody well. Me mind's bleeding blank. Ellie, it's like I've pissed away. I can pissed away my brains. Tell me, you got something to show me, something to give me muse to right good kick up the arse. Well, got something we can shove up there. The honor wants the honor of coming up these agents, so their answering light got to blaze with the right kind of brightness. Like the spark of life caught in a crystal. But just being sparkly's not enough. It's got to dance with joy and sorrow, and sense of hardship endured. You know what I mean. You thought it's turned to run away, and the crystal you discovered at the end of her journey. Maybe you could find inspiration in that. Here's a crystal to shove up your arse. I've let the Ondo down, aye, but more than that to let myself down. Might as well go back to mending kettles. What? That's you got there. Such beauty, striking beauty. It shines with heartaches and laughter, and the transcendence of life. like the turmoil of history made manifest. I can see the brilliance of the crystal's legacy. You've never captured such a gleam. Not if you labored 100 years. But bugger me if I don't mean to try. Where's me tools? God damn it, damn ye. I must set to work where the feeling fades. I can feel a division forming in me mind. Set aside, lad, and let me itching hands get to work. And done. I've taken the wonders that crystal showed me and shadowed them into a new shape that befits the Ando's spiritual character. Not a bad job if I do say myself. And to think I was this close to hanging up me hammer after studying the craft of all my ancients. I've been across the length and breadth of Northrend and gobbled up every scrap of crafted wisdom that I could find. And no matter which technique I tried, me work just not comparison. I couldn't even figure out how they put them damn buildings together. A mystery for the ages. That's what drew me here in the first place. I built me workshop, got the forges burning, then lost me blooding will to craft. Like the gods for that this over the years. Or I might have never have gotten it back. I won't pray into your business, but I reckon your little miracle there has been through the kind of journey they sing songs about. The echo of the memories just holds just speaks directly to your heart. I can feel them coursing through me. The inspiration's not fading away. It's flying up stronger and stronger. Give me the chance, and I reckon I could weave that crystal saga into our to other things as well. But bigger me, I almost forgot the this commission. If you could drag the lamp over to on for me, I'll stay here and dream up new armaments for ye to try. You have access to Garland's Forge. Equipment rewards will become available for collection based on the role quest you have completed. I believe this is just a reskin. I mean, this reused stuff from when you first. Yep, we're just back to what we had at the beginning. By the way, when I first played this, I didn't pick these up. I didn't pick up the items that you get from this. So I accidentally found this out later. And it was also when I was playing as a Reaper. So I was also very disappointed that it was just the same outfit that you started out with. What's that you have there? There's profusion of bright, glowing coral-like branches. It's most definitely not a kettle. The sacred lamp. Then the finless one has kept his promise. My people tell me of the many deeds you have performed in the name of aiding cups. And now you've come to me bearing the light we had almost surrendered hope of ever seeing. We can doubt your purity no longer. Your arrival was the will of the ancients. Yes, the time for fear has passed. We shall take the lamp and unveil its straight illumination upon the walls of the forgotten. gather there with your companions, and we shall speak again once our prayers have been offered.
O stewards of the Ondo, we offer up our light in answer.
That crystal you showed the artisan. Was it... Did it belong to one of my friends? I tried to give you a measure of privacy. No one wants a spirit looking over their shoulder every moment of the day. So tell me, if you would, how did you come across that crystal? Oh, it was render raised then. Strange that I should learn such things now, after they're long gone. They were fine friends, every one of them. I didn't expect death to teach me so much. About them, about Seto, about you, about the hope that hides at the heart of this world. I've never been one for idle chit-chat, but if by some miracle I could see them all again, I doubt I would ever stop talking. I'm grateful I got to bend your ear at least. And just for that, I reckon I'll stick with you. To the very end.
Apologies, we were a little late to the gathering.
It seems we succeeded in gaining their trust.
The delay wasn't exactly welcome, but at least our many hands made light work. And they seemed especially impressed with your contribution. Our hero indeed.
Y'shtola was telling us those structures may date back to the age of the Ascians.
An Ascian homeland. Despite his many protestations, I never quite believed Emmett Selk was telling the truth.
Nor I. But there is no denying the evidence before our eyes. Clearly this was once a great city. A home they would see restored, no matter how many tens of thousands of years it takes.
It's a hollow dream when you think about it. Even if they manage to rejoin all the worlds, they'll never bring back the ones who were lost. But would I have done any different?
How are you feeling?
Apparently he's feeling blue.
You have completed your devotions?
Yes. To the honored ancients have we offered up our prayers and our gratitude. You too have our thanks.
Might we trouble thee then to tell us more of the illuminated land of which thou didst lately speak?
To the west of here lies a great trench. Some days ago, a light appeared in that endless darkness. Curious, we ventured closer and discovered in the depths an entire city. The buildings we spied were akin to our own everlasting abodes. Impossibly so. We understood at once the ancients had risen. There could be no doubt. Taken with terror, we retreated to the cups, and I decreed that none should enter the trench until such time as we received a sign.
Might it still be possible to reach this city of the ancients?
With no water to drown you, a finless one could now travel there. Yes. I am convinced you are the sign for which we have been waiting. My people will show you the way.
Shall we?
Sorry, I just had to make sure that the recording was still working. So I wouldn't be very happy if it suddenly stopped. Chieftain has bid me guide your steps to the illuminated lands. Come, the way lies downwards. Follow the path of coral and rock and join your comrades below. If Emmett Silk is in that trench, then we'll have to assume he's not swimming in salt water. I wouldn't want to suddenly find ourselves at the edge of Bismarck's bubble with no air to breathe. Or on our way at last. It seems far darker down here, but I'll not start at a few shadows. We are moving as a group, yes? During the time I spent helping the Ondu, I have been introduced to quite a few of the local varieties of sea life. Although sea monsters is mayhap the most adept term, probably best to avoid them if we can. Meeting the Ondu was fascinating. They live just like us in some way, but act completely different in others. The way they think, the way they play. I'd love to come back here and learn more of their culture. Will the dome last that long, I wonder? Emmett Silk hath made himself difficult to reach, yet every step we take bringeth us nearer to his stronghold. Let us not linger, lest the Exarch suffer for our late arrival. You'll have everything you need. If that artisan fellow is as skilled as they say, then you may wish to avail yourself of service. Here we pass on. All are gathered, yes? Then I shall describe the path you must take. Enter the cavern beyond and follow the wall down and down and down. Once at the bottom, find passage to the northwest, and then continue west and west and west. The way is not simple, but keep your friends within shouting distance and do not stray into the deep. Just before the journey ends, you will find the Clavian Gap and the barrier we placed at its mouth. This obstacle will fade should you raise your hand towards it. We have made it so. A most succinct explanation. We thank you for your guidance. Right, deeper into the depths we go. I was too lazy to try to figure out how to get down there without getting hurt. Our guide bade us travel to the cavern floor and there's to the west. Twisting these twisting tunnels defy such simple instructions. Rather than rely on direction alone, I suggest we scout with care and rely the path behind ahead to those we come behind. I'm getting tired. Hey. Oh, you didn't walk very far now, did ya? You still has forge ahead. Shall we continue on our adventure? Edgar just jumps off the cliff again. Ah, fuck it. The rock drops off sharply here, but I should think this coral thick enough to serve as a bridge. I forget what's in this direction. I think I went the way we're supposed to go by accident. Edgar, you have a choice of two routes from here. You can either take the long way to the south along the rocks or skip along the coral branches, Alize has done. I, for one, shall be following my sister's example. Ahem. Oh, I already went the other way. Might as well go this way, too. Not to it. Alize has already gone on ahead. We should catch up to her. There you are. Come on. I think we found the tunnel we were looking for. Here, this must be the bearer the Yondu spoke of. Well, that was rather more arduous than expected. I feel a sudden rush of gratitude for the smooth roads of our ancestors cut through the wilderness. It was a treacherous path indeed. Now I believe one of us need but raise a hand to banish the next obstacle. Edgar, I elect you to do the honors. Gone just like that. I suppose we should head in. Like it's not, this tunnel will be just as perilous as the road we walked to get here. Let all stay aware of our surroundings, shall we? Oh, we already faced. We were already facing the direction we needed to go. The smashing compass.
By the gods.
When the Ondo spoke of a city, I did not think they meant an actual city.
Then we are seeing the same view. The remnants in the Ondo settlement were solid material structures. But these... everything here pulses with ether. 'Tis an enchantment on a monumental scale.
Edgar, did you note the style of the architecture? This is the same used for the remnants of the cups and the murals painted towers. Look closely, Silk has not simply reclaimed these ruins, he has layered the semblance of an entire city upon them. Gods, the multitude of his artifice is struggling. The artifice of... Though it pains me to admit, we did not fully understand the feats of which an old world Ascian is capable. Well, I mean, one of them got ate by a sword, so... And that'll be it for this episode. And I'll see you all in the next.